Uh, Also, you see that green circle? That has to do with our seeking. Basically, that's why you're here today, because you've been seeking, um, the benefits of meditation. You've been seeking to really learn more about yourself, and that is where that reflects in our body. Then the heart chakra is the next one, the anahat, and that one is where our spirit resides. So Srimataji has told us many times, we are not our brains and we are not our bodies. We are the spirit, and so that resides in our heart. That chakra also is responsible for our sense of security, our sense of well-being, um, and of course our opening our hearts to everybody. And then we go to the Vishuddhi, which is takes care of, our throat, our nose, our mouth, our eyes, and our ears. And that chakra is very important because um, it not only takes care of all these physical things, but it also teaches us how to talk to people, our communication, how we are, if we're talking in a sweet way to everybody, or if we're being sarcastic, or, if we're using foul language. Um, Sri Mataji always said that, we should speak sweet words. And that's why we got a tongue. So that is one of the aspects of the Vishuddhi. And another one that I find very important is the ability to look at things from a third person perspective. Basically, not getting involved. It's not easy to do, but once you get the hang of it, it takes practice, and I think it really makes a difference once you are able to master that quality. So that's what belongs here in the Vishuddhi. Then, when we move up to our Agya chakra, which is a lot of people call it the third eye chakra right here, that is, I think, one of the most important and challenging chakras to really get across because that has to do with our ego. And I feel nowadays people struggle a lot with that, our ego, our sense of, oh, I'm right all the time, right? So when we get across that chakra, we really start to see a difference in our lives of how we behave with others and how we understand things. And also that one is a big one for forgiveness. Again, having to do with the ego. When we're able to forgive and let go, then that is when we really are able to move ahead, right, of things that have happened in the past. Maybe somebody hurt us, but when we're able to forgive and let go, that makes a very big difference in our lives. And then for the last one that belongs over here on top of our head, that is called a Sahasrara. And that one has 1,000 petals because once our energy crosses the Sahasrara chakra, that is when we're really connected. So when we are in meditation, in the state of meditation, that's what happens. Our Kundalini energy, which is the energy that you see on the bottom part, it's in a 3.5 coils. So when we awaken that energy and that energy crosses all those chakras, that is when we get our self-realization and when we experience the state of meditation. So that is basically a very quick and simple explanation of how this works. And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to raise our mother energy, Kundalini, and through all the chakras, and hopefully it'll pierce through our Sahasrara, and then we'll be able to be in the state of meditation. There are people that experience it the first time, and there are people that takes maybe 2 or 3 times, which is totally fine, because we all come from different backgrounds, and but we all want to experience the same thing. We can go to the next slide, please. Okay, so let's go ahead and everybody should be sitting down in a comfortable position. And I'm sitting down on a chair, so you can sit on the chair or you can sit on the floor, either way. And let's just take, 3 seconds to calm our attention, to calm our mind. So you can close your eyes. Just close your eyes and take a deep breath. And once we have settled our attention, we're going to put our hands like the picture. We're going to put our hands like this on top of our legs. And the first thing that we're going to start with is putting our attention on our heart. So I'm going to ask you to follow a few steps, and the purpose of putting your hand on the different chakras is so that your attention goes to that chakra. So let's start with the left hand on our lap and the right hand on our heart. And here you can either close your eyes, which I feel is better to keep your attention inside. And we're going to ask a question 3 times. And you can ask yourself, you don't have to say it out loud if you don't want to. But we will say, Mother, am I the spirit? Once you have said it 3 times to yourself, we're going to move our hand, our right hand, down to our torso, still on our left side. And here we're going to say, or we're going to ask a question. Mother, am I my own master? Mother, am I my own teacher? And we keep moving our left hand down, like the picture right there. And here we ask, Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. And we can say it to ourselves 6 times. Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. And next we move our hand back to on our torso. And here we're going to answer that question by saying, Mother, I am my own teacher. We can also say guru. Guru means teacher. So we can say it 10 times. Mother, I am my own guru. And then we move our hand upwards to our heart again. And again, we will answer our question 12 times by saying, Mother, I am the Spirit. Mother, I am the Spirit. We can move our right hand on the left side of our neck, in between our neck and our shoulder. And here we will say, Mother, I am not guilty. Let's say it 16 times, and let's make sure that we really mean it. Mother, I am not guilty at all. If we feel guilty, our Kundalini cannot cross through this chakra. So we have to let it go and feel good about ourselves and not feel guilty. And to our forehead. And here, we're just going to say it several times to ourselves. We're going to say, Mother, I forgive everyone, including myself. And say it as many times as you need to. Mother, I forgive everyone, including myself. Again, this is where the ego is at. And sometimes the ego doesn't let us forgive. So if we press on the sides like this as well, with your fingers, you're pressing on both sides of the ego, the superego and the ego. So just press a little bit and say, Mother, I forgive everyone, including myself. Okay, and now we're going to move our hand to the back side of our head. And here we're gonna look up. And I mean, if you were outside, you would be looking at the sky, but we can look up. And here we're gonna say, "Oh, divine, please forgive me for all the mistakes I have committed, knowingly or unknowingly." Because we still answer to the divine. We say like that, "Please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made, knowingly or unknowingly." Last step, we're going to put our hand on our Sahasrara. And here we're going to ask, "Mother, please give me self-realization." And you can press down a little bit. Press down on your head. And give 7 clockwise rounds to your head. "Mother, please let me experience thoughtless awareness." Now you can move your hand upwards slowly and back down on your lap. So let's try to keep our attention right there on that same spot that you feel a little bit pressure from your hand. If we can keep our attention right there while we're in meditation. And tonight we have a very special musician. Her name is SHOBANA, and she is going to play the musical instrument called a veena for us while we're in meditation. So just close your eyes, or if you want to look, you can look, and just try to keep your attention on the top of your head while she plays so that you can experience the meditation. All right. Thank you, Shobana, for that music. It was so beautiful. I was wondering if you would like to introduce yourself a little bit and just tell us a little bit about your meditation experience.
Sure. My name is Shobana. I'm originally from Chicago and I'm currently living in Mexico. So I've been meditating for a little over 15 years and it's really impacted my life in so many ways and I've just changed immensely because of having meditation. Um, and so I've grown I know the journey can be very personal for everybody, and I know that I've noticed lots of changes in all areas of my life. So, welcome to everybody who's new, and welcome to everybody who's starting this journey because it can be a really joy giving process. So, a little bit about this instrument. This instrument is called the Saraswati Veena. And it's actually linked to, as we've been meditating, we've been kind of working on different energy points in our body. And this particular instrument is linked to our Swadhisthana chakra, so that lower abdomen chakra. And Shri the founder of Sahaja Yoga meditation, she's said in some talks in the past that this instrument, the Veena, um, is actually very much linked to meditation, and it has a lot to do with the traveling of this energy along the spine. So that's a little bit about this instrument. So sometimes people can feel a little bit of energy when they sit and listen to any music, any um, lots of different classical instruments because it's very linked to our subtle system. So yeah, that's a little about the instrument, a little bit about myself. So yeah.
Yes, thank you for that information. And yes, Shobana is right about a lot of the instruments that are mostly classical instruments. Srimataji has said so many times that each instrument pertains to our chakras, and they help to awaken our system That's why whenever we are in meditation, you can do it silently as well, but listening to music, especially something like this that Shobana played, it's very helpful in awakening our chakras and basically leading us towards a more deep meditation. And having it live is obviously really, really nice. So, yeah, I mean, does anyone have any questions that they would like to ask? And they can unmute themselves, right, Shyam? I don't know if anyone can put their questions or comments or anything that you would like to share. Um, yeah, there you go. You can put it on the comments. Okay. Yes. Yeah, so everyone can share on the chat. I don't think you can unmute yourselves, but you can share on the chat if anybody wants to share anything. Okay, well, it seems like everybody's still having a good experience. Still in meditation, maybe. Um, I mean, the only thing I can finish this with is whenever we are done with meditation, um, and when we start as well. But now that we have some time, I can also teach you a little bit of how we finish meditation, and we call it abandon. So abandon is when we place ourselves into the protection of our aura whenever we are in meditation, or actually whenever we are leaving our house as well, we take bandhan so that we can be in protection. So this is the way we do it. I'm just going to show you. We put our left hand in front and our right hand kind of on the bottom, and we start all the way on our bottom. We start from the bottom of our belly up, and we just move it up like this. So basically 7 times. We go all the way up, and on the top we make one knot, okay, kind of to tie up our attention up here. And then we do it again. So slowly, left hand in the front, and the right hand is revolving around the left hand. And we go 2 times, 1, 2, and again we do it one more time. And we do 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna take our left hand right here, and our right hand, we're gonna start from the left going. So that would be 1, and we're gonna do 7 times. 2, because we have 7 chakras, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we do namaskar. So if you want to practice that every time before you meditate and right after when you're done with meditation, that's the way we do it. Um, like I said, we also do it before we leave the house and when we come back as well. Again, it's kind of like a protection for our chakras and our aura whenever we're going out. Because when we go to work and we go to the grocery store and we meet friends and all that, we tend to you could say catch a little bit of what is going around. And there's a lot of negativity around. And so when we are doing our meditation, it's we clear our chakras from all that that's going around. So being in Bandan, it just helps us protect our system a little better. And that's it. So if nobody has any more questions or comments, I think we can be done with our meditation for today. Thank you so much. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you, Shobana, so much for the beautiful music.
Yeah, of course. Have a good evening, everybody.
Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye.